Hi y'all, happy Tuesday. It's Tuesday, I'm so confused what day it is. It's 2021, but the days still kind of blur, right? But you know what makes a day different? Love. Love. Love makes a difference in every single day, right? It just makes it like pop, just like little hearts popping all over this video, right? It makes even the most mature, the most accomplished, the more successful people in the world, it makes them glow, makes them light up. We can tell. We can tell when somebody's in love. We just can tell. We look and go, oh my God, you have got it bad, 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 right? So, you know what the most delicious thing to me is? It's when I see someone who's got it bad, but they've got it bad for somebody they've been with for decades, right? That's freaking magic. We all know it's pretty easy to fall in love quickly, to feel that passion of the new relationship energy. It's a lot harder to keep that love, that glow for 30-something years. So I had a really interesting experience. One of my clients the other day told me something and I've just been loving it. So I wanted to share. He is one of those 30-something years, happy, right? Happy in his marriage. It's not always bliss. Don't misunderstand. He'll be the first one to tell you sometimes he just wants to, he's so frustrated. But you know what takes him back? Do you know when he loves his wife the most, or when he recognizes that he loves her the most? It's in the morning, or maybe the middle of the night, when he wakes up and his brain starts going, there's this to do, there's this to worry about, blah, 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 pressure, whatever. He reaches his foot out and he feels her, right? He'll just touch her foot. He'll touch her leg. And he knows she's there. He's like, that's when I love her the most. I was like, okay, that's so interesting. So why? We want to dismiss it and say, it's just because you're glad to have somebody there. And he and I dived into this a little bit and realized, no, it's not that it's just somebody there. Because what happens when his foot touches hers, his body, before his brain, his body feels the love that it's gotten from his wife before. Right? Not 10 minutes ago, not even 2 hours ago necessarily. It could have been 3 days ago. It could have been it could have been the week before, right? In sometimes. Now, they have a very healthy, active love life, which is why he's so in love. But during those times, he totally enjoys it. But he's not just overcome with, oh my God, this loving gratitude and appreciation for her. It's when his foot touches hers. And it's not the touch. It's not that he just immediately goes into lust. It's that his foot touches hers and his body immediately remembers. He said it's like it gets flushed with this warmth, with this affection, with this feeling of her love. What it's like to be wanted, to be appreciated, to be enjoyed, to be pleasure, to give pleasure. He feels the pride that he loves her so well. He feels the joy that she loves him so well. And it's his body first, right? His body starts feeling good. And it takes him a minute to realize in his brain what it is. And quite frankly, until we spoke about it, he hadn't even really paid attention to what happened in those moments. It just happened. He touched her foot. He felt good. He felt grounded. He felt like he belonged. He felt like he was in the right place. He felt loved. He felt loved, and then he felt loving. Isn't it so funny? But when we sorted it out, it was his whole body that got the sort of the aftermath. You know that aftermath of great sexy fun when you're sated, right? You've been totally pleasured. You may have had an amazing experience and a climax that was great and everything. And yet afterwards, there's just this peace. There's this sense of, this is what I'm here for, right? And it's not just a physical, right? Because when we just have hookup sex, again, I don't judge as long as there's consent, but we might have that physical, but sometimes we don't engage our heart. But when we engage our heart and our bodies in that amazingly intimate moment of love and pleasure and mutual satisfaction, affection, desire, gratitude. That's right. That's the divine. That's as close to the divine as we get. And people think that because I talk a lot about, kind of sexy stuff, they think that that's what it is. It's just in those moments. And there are a lot of couples, right? 25% of couples, marriages, that are sexless. Sexless. So they want to think that sexy is just one little part of their relationship and they can do without it. And they can. But when we are only half awake, when we are yearning for something, when we're struggling, we're worried about the pressures, the COVID, the pandemic, the quarantine, the lockdown, oh my goodness, the politics, everything. What can actually bring us back, what can help us get our center and feel like it's okay, it's going to be okay, is to feel love and to remember that divineness that happened. And that can be as simple as a simple touch when you need it the most. It's not that particular actual touch that we're seeking. It's what that touch does. All the sensations, all of the memories, all of the joy that fill us before our brains have a chance to recognize it, to sort it, to understand it. We just know we feel good, right? My client feels good when he wakes up next to her. It's not that she's perfect. It's not that their relationship is perfect. It's just that there is so much goodness. There is intimacy. There are moments of overwhelming, joyful exuberance, excitement, passion, and connection. And those are what his body remembers when he needs a little help. He reaches out, he touches her, she's there. He gets all of the goodness. It's pretty amazing, right? It's amazing. Sometimes our bodies are smarter than our brains, right? It's very strange because believe me, I'm a very intellectual person. But if we can just sort of let our brains just kind of be free and get our bodies into something, like touching our partners, and then we can tune into what our bodies are telling us, there can be goodness there. So the next time you're fighting with your partner or you're just feeling grumpy or whatever it is, maybe just touch them. Just touch them and let yourself just notice what comes through your body. What does your body remember? What does it feel? What does it want? And allow that before you tune into your head. It's really pretty great because really when we love someone and we have that sort of, call it a bank account, right? Bank account of an account full of goodness and love. We draw upon that. And so the next time you're really pissed at somebody too, and you love them, sometimes you might just touch them for a second. Before you just let your mouth go, you might touch them. Just hold on to them for a second and let your body feel. And you might find that even though you're annoyed about certain things, even though maybe you're still angry, it's going to come across a little bit differently because maybe you're going to act with kindness. You can be annoyed. You could hate somebody you love. You could be furious at somebody you love. But make sure that you tune in and that the overwhelming feeling in your body when you touch the person you're with, that it's goodness. And if you're afraid that there's not enough goodness and love in that little bank account, start making some more. Literally start making love. You can do it. It's so easy. It's so much fun. It's the best investment. Best investment. It's a renewable resource. The more you got, the more you make, the more you enjoy it. It's just freaking amazing. So just try it and think. These are the simple touches that keep people happy for decades. Simple touches. Have a good one. And I'm here at Darling Way. If we can help you, right? This is what we do. We make love easy fun, exciting, and passionate. Because when you're happy, I'm happy. It's awesome. It just keeps circulating. Have a good day, y'all.